can you run a mile in 9 minutes? I'm pretty sure I could.
Yeah.
Am I betting $600,000 that I could? Probably not.
Right? That's so much money. That's a life-changing amount of money.
Like, I'm probably just
Like, get it all put into Dogecoin, instant profit.
yeah. You walk away with a clear $200,000 right there. So the other thing that they talk about, and That's Always Sunny with that group dating episode, is Frank, who they're like, what about a joke? We opened a joke. That's great. And he's like, okay. And he's like, a rabbi, he's like, no, nothing to do with race at all. And Frank's like, but it's weird if we don't talk about it.
I get now why you pointed at Anthony when you said that.
Yeah.
Because of the
he's
Patreon
the Frank
episode.
of the group. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Patreon episode.
You also missed it, but Anthony doesn't take creatine because he shits himself when he does.
Will you stop, please? It's not funny anymore.
No?
But if you want to know why
I'm
it was
bullied.
funny, check out Patreon.
I'm getting bullied because I shit myself when I take creatine.
Something about McDonald's pails as well. I don't know what that was all about.
No, that was you.
That was me?
Yeah, that was you.
I guess you'll never know until you
Clearly.
find out on the Patreon.
Yeah.
Which was on air yesterday. Unless you were watching it like in the future, then it was like
We can't control when you view it, but you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
Oh,
set us off. That was crisp.
Dang it, I did the face.
go ahead. Go ahead. Ooh. Okay.
Dang it, I did the face.
Here's me.
Yours was like
Anti
too scripted. It
Yeah.
was like,
I got a beat.
try it again. Run it back.
Anyway, cheers, boys.
Cheers.
I don't conform. Oh, peach mango.
Peach mango pretty good. I went to a new, not new, but it's new to me, a vegan restaurant. They've been around for like 10 years. Had a really good blueberry peach tea. It was actually really good. I keep wanting it. I have peach tea at home, but I don't have blueberries.
I don't know how I feel about fruit teas.
The too fruity for you?
Well, I don't know. Well, 'cause it's the same with coffee. I usually prefer the bitter
Yeah.
side of it, so I just drink
Really?
black coffee. The only time I have like sweet coffee is when it's really just like my version of ice cream because I get like the frozen swirled up coffees.
Yeah.
Those ones are good.
But they're not coffee.
You're
I don't
really
know.
30. You really are. Like you. Every time.
I've been doing this since I was 25.
I gotta
Actually,
start.
when did I?
Wait. Oh,
You need to start.
fuck.
Yeah. Your taste buds are going to be going away from sweet to less than, which is good. I wish my taste buds would do that. Like if I could not prefer sweet things, I know you're with me, but if I could not prefer sweet things, it'd be so much easier
To what?
to just maintain
To not
weight.
kill packages of Oreos?
Oh, dude, I've had so many Oreos.
I can't buy them because
Like you get creatine shits, I get Oreo shits. You know, like they come out all like black and discolored.
you might want to go to the
Is that a
doctor.
me thing?
Yeah.
You're with me, right? You've killed a package of Oreos, and the next day you're like, wow.
I've killed
Why is it
packages
so
of
black?
Oreos.
I've
but,
never
like,
had that problem, Braden.
So Anthony, creatine.
It's just you, man.
Oreos are pretty good. I'm just
I don't know. Oreos are pretty good.
I don't know. I just barely started trying the flavored Oreos rather than just like the basic,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's why I've had so many Oreos.
The
Yeah.
super sugar cookie is not good enough. You need like flavor to your sugar too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
I get
it's
it.
like they're the same calories and whatnot. So
Have
Yeah.
you done the vanilla yet? Or the white? Yeah, I think it's vanilla. flavor.
those are the best ones. Well,
yeah,
besides the
there's-
mint, I like the mint the most. Then those ones. Then OG Oreos.
No, it's all about double stuff for me.
Double
like-
stuff
I
is
don't-
okay,
Yeah.
but I like just Oreo. Just they had it right the first time. You know,
Now here's the
that's
thing.
why they
right?
blew up.
Right. Normal Oreos are what double stuff used to be. Now double stuff is just insane.
Yeah, it's because of inflation under this Biden-run country.
Yeah.
Everything's
thanks, Biden,
just
making
blowing
them
up.
better. God damn it.
You think they're better?
More equal better, bigger number, better person. I think.
You know, do you want to know how I eat my Oreos? I eat them pretty weird. Do you want to know?
You
Wait, hold on.
twist off, eat one of the cookies, dunk the other side in the milk, and then eat that. Ooh.
No,
No,
I
he
get a
twists
fork.
off. He eats the middle, and then he takes the 2 ones, put them in the milk, and then he eats the cookie separately.
No, I get a fork
Mm-hmm.
and I take the double stuffed Oreo. This is why I like double stuffed
That's
more.
not weird. That's
That's
just
like the
And I
normal.
stick it on and then I dip it and then eat it.
Yeah, that's not
That's
weird.
like the average.
That's not average. I've
I'm-
never heard that in my entire life. Anybody else
Really?
doing that? Yeah.
The second you said,
I think that's
I was
the-
like, oh, he uses a fork. To
Yeah, that's
dunk
like
it.
the default way to do it.
Nah.
That's like from
I've
like
never
10
heard
years
that.
ago. Someone posted that online. It was like, guys, you don't. The
Really?
cookie doesn't break off, and you don't get your fingers
I
all
get
milky.
so much flack because I use a spoon if I eat Oreos in milk, and people like hate on me for it.
That's weird.
Why would you do that? To
No,
yourself?
like
that's
no,
just so much
like
harder.
that's weird that people would hate on you for it. I mean, I eat ramen with a spoon, if I can, like top
As
ramen.
opposed-
How the hell do you do that?
I crush it before I cook it, so it breaks all the noodles up, and
So
then
instead of
I-
noodles, you got like rice in your.
Yeah, he like makes.
it's not like rice. It's like small noodles. They're like
he's
they're-
making like grits with his.
It's not. They're
I
just
think that's
not
fine.
super long, and then they still stay in like little clumps. They just are broken clumps, so that when you eat it, it's like a little noodle clump, and it tastes good.
I had the
Yeah.
chills. All right, like,
Yeah.
the way he described it was just so.
Ooh, ramen.
I actually was
Yeah.
thinking about. I really want ramen. So if I go to like a ramen house, I like the
Dude, I'm
broth.
hungry.
I know to have so much. I like
Fuck.
there to be so much broth. But if I were to
I
ever
love
make,
broth too.
if I made like
Top ramen.
top ramen, I want there to be no broth.
Weird.
I want it to be like I want all the broth to be absorbed in the noodle, and then I just want to eat the noodle.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, because it's not like broth that you would get at a restaurant.
Yeah,
It's water that you
Mm.
put some flavoring on, and then the more flavoring that gets sucked up by the water, the less there is in the noodle. Like
yeah.
you have a finite amount of flavoring, so you want all of it to be in the noodle.
That's
makes
why I eat it with a spoon, because all of the flavoring is in the noodle and the broth, and then it's better because it's not dry.
I just
Because I can't eat dry things like at all.
grab the bowl and I.
You ever just eat uncooked ramen?
Like the prison way.
I've done it
Yeah?
a couple times,
Never
but
been to
not really.
So there's like I guess there's like a ramen burrito people will make. They'll get the ramen and they'll squish it up like they'll hammer that shit so it's a dust.
Okay.
And they get the pack
And you just snort it?
and they will put the flavoring into
Flavoring.
the pack
Mm-hmm.
and it's still inside the bag. They don't open both ends. They'll
Oh.
mix it up, right? And then they'll roll it so it becomes like
Tube?
becomes like a that's what I noticed when I did this. It
Jesus.
becomes a no. What's the you walk around Walmart
Mm-hmm.
and people are going to be selling these out of their cars.
Taquitos. No,
Is-
not taquitos.
no.
Sorry.
Tamales.
Tamales. It makes like a tamale, right? Kind of like texture, and then you like put it in your back pocket so it heats up, and it gets like lukewarm, which sounds disgusting. But then it's like a burrito, and then people take hot sauce and they'll put it on there, and they'll
Eat it with
eat
the
this.
wrapper.
Well, that when you take it out of the wrapper, they don't eat the wrapper. That's
You don't eat the
You don't-
wrapper of the tamale either.
yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. I've
Okay.
never had a tamale.
Really?
Really? We should do some homemade tamales. You ever done that?
No. I always buy it from the lady that comes door to door to sell it. It's the only solicitor I like.
Right? You're like, oh yes, please. Wait, do they sell vegan ones for you?
A year or two ago, there was a lady that was selling them out of. It wasn't door to door. It was just like, hey, come by my apartment and pick them up. Like
Yeah.
pre-order them.
Wait, how
I'll
did you
make
find
them.
this? Were you looking up like
It was like on Facebook or
Tamales near
something, and
me.
JD found it.
okay?
And it felt like a drug deal. It was just like place your order online, and then I drove, and the apartments were kind of sketchy, and then I park my car, and then someone runs up to my car. I roll down the window, exchange money, get my product, and they were really good.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. And they were vegan.
They were. I hope.
I hope
I trusted a stranger.
that's
you know?
why they were really good. There was actually dairy in there.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like, wow, this it hits different. This is
I don't know,
crazy.
something about it.
Do you ever wonder
the
that?
sauce with
At like the vegan restaurants,
Yeah.
where it's like, I don't know, this is really good and it looks real. They're just doing it?
I think we were talking about this like a week or two ago. I feel really weird going to a vegan only restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, surely not, right? I'm used to looking for like if I'm looking at pizza or burritos or something, looking for the little V, and then like, does that V mean vegetarian? Does it mean vegan? And then looking through it, and then I go to an all vegan restaurant. And it's just like Philly cheesesteak.
You're like, sure.
Can you at least spell it with a Z? So
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah. Philly
Yeah,
cheese steak.
yeah, it's
Steak.
weird.
chicken. One of those vowels needs to go,
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
they
can't
need to
be
put a
chicken.
or put a U.
yeah, it's chicken.
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 To make me feel safe. I don't feel safe at Burger King or Carl's Jr. I don't like getting their vegan options.
I like Carl's Jr.
Really?
Yep.
I
Right up until I take my last bite, and then I just immediately feel like garbage, which has nothing to do with like
it just
the
hits you quick.
the meatless option or not. It's just Carl's Jr.
To me, like
Yeah.
Burger King, I feel like I've gone there and gotten actual meat before. Like I've thrown sandwiches away because I've not trusted it at all. And then they also, I don't know how true this is, but I was reading a thread on the interwebs, so I don't know why. Like
Must
that's
be
why I
true
don't know if
then.
It's true, yeah. But it was an employee from Burger King being like, "Oh yeah, we don't have any protocol to clean the grill beforehand,
Yeah.
so we just use the same grill. So if we've been making Whopper after Whopper after Whopper, then we get a vegan one, we just put on top of all the charred meat that's already there."
Does that bother you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then at Carl's Jr.,
I think that one's a little worse, like as opposed to like a fryer. You know, a fryer will like burn everything away, but that one, it takes a while. You could still get like some Whopper meat on there.
yeah, especially if they scrape it off and it comes up with you, you know. But at Carl's Jr., I have the opposite issue where they clean it, and I feel like I can taste the cleaner.
Yeah.
It's only Carl's Jr. I go to where I feel like I'm chemically flavored when I eat their Carl's Jr. burger.
Weird.
Yeah, it makes me sick. I can't eat them.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why I'm getting sick every time I eat them.
right.
It's because I'm like just eating an unhealthy amount of like cleaning product.
yeah, they put like a whole bunch of pine salt and bleach on there, and you're just
It's
Slowly
the
getting poisoned.
yeah, you get the Clorox
yeah
or
the-
chlorine gas.
'Cause we would when he used to DM,
Mhm.
Dungeon Master.
Oh, dominate. Oh.
For
Bombs.
for Dungeons and Dragons. We would like afterwards go to Carl's Jr. every once in a while, and we went one time and it just made me like super sick, and so I had to stop eating their vegan burgers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
I was just gonna say, because your thing with Burger King is that it's too real. That's one of the reasons I just don't like Burger King in general. Never have.
Yeah.
But I prefer Carl's Jr. because it's beyond,
Yeah.
and you can tell that it's not real.
I like-
Versus the Impossible is like it always makes me second guess it.
I like the Beyond more. Impossible is also going under some legal flack right now.
Ooh, for what?
Uh,
Real meat?
No. Well, I can't say for sure, but something about the fake blood they put in there. There's something wrong with that. That's either not healthy or not vegan. It might be vegetarian or something.
I mean, with how processed it is, I'm sure Impossible meat's not like healthy.
right. Yeah, there's something bad about that stuff there. So you called me a DM earlier, and I don't think I've told this story to you guys before. I was working at a all-you-can-eat buffet once, and I went to the cash register, and I was helping people out, and I'm helping check out these two girls over there, and they mentioned that they got a new DM.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about
direct messages.
on Instagram. I don't really use Instagram,
So you didn't know.
so I didn't know that's what they were called.
I think DMs is now just the term though.
Yeah.
Outside,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, out there. So I was like, "Oh, you play Dungeons and Dragons?" I don't know. And then
I don't know.
and then they look at me and they're like, "What?" And I'm like Dungeon Master DM Dungeons and Dragons? They're like, no, like a message on Instagram. And I was like, "Oh shit."
that's
Now-
like the classic.
It is, and also
So awkward.
when I
So
get
awkward.
embarrassed, I'm red. I'm
Yeah.
a fucking tomato.
Mhm.
This was before where I was working there. I couldn't have facial hair, right? So it was just like, like Lilo and Stitch when
Yeah.
Lilo's going through and drawing his anger level. And it's all red. That was me, but with embarrassment. It was going up. Luckily, I was the manager, and the manager like office was just right there. So like, oh, that's crazy. in here. And
What's that?
Yeah, it was a bad time. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, that's
But-
pretty bad.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's so perfect.
It was
Just like straight out of a movie with the awkward teenage kid in high school overhears the girls talking, and he's like, oh, they're talking about something I love. Hey, you guys, direct message.
No. Was I living with you at the time this happened?
I don't remember, but I know I've heard the story.
Right. It was either right before I moved in with you guys or a year before.
That's great.
Well,
That's
next time
freaking
film
great.
Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, you're the manager, right? Just get the security camera footage.
Oh yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Post your embarrassing moments.
Mm-hmm.
We need to break the stigma of everyone posting all their highlights because
Right.
it ruins everyone's self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's
And
post
it
our
starts
let's
with
post
you.
our lowlights.
Yeah.
Get that in there.
And the next time you do something embarrassing, direct message all of us.
Yeah. DM.
Yeah, DM us.
DM us. Speaking of DMing us, last night was pretty fun. Do you want to talk about it?
What happened last night? Oh, we played Exploding Kittens.
Exploding.
Exploding Kittens. We played D&D again.
We played D&D.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun.
Yeah. A lot of fun. Somebody broke the wheel almost.
He hates the way I play. I wasn't even doing anything to annoy him. Last time we played D&D, he was mad that I was annoying him. This time I played D&D, he's mad at me for doing things that he doesn't like.
Well, I didn't get mad.
He hated me. He was kicking me under the table.
Maybe it's
No, I
not a
wasn't.
D&D thing.
I wasn't kicking you under the
Then
table.
why do I have bruises right here?
You don't.
Oh.
God, you should. Oh, that would have been a really good like meta move to pre-plan and you bruise yourself
Yeah.
just for the camera. Nope, I'm gonna write that down.
It's just he's not. Your character's not so stupid that he would do that.
You don't know that.
Don't you have really low?
He's got
yeah.
a 9.
Yeah, I have a -1 in it.
Yeah,
He's
And?
below average, just barely.
but that's like
That's something that's
that's
not.
just smart enough. Like there's people in real life that do this. That's like just smart enough, but below it enough that like you think you have a really good idea,
Yeah.
but that really good idea messes things up for you in the future.
It's like Charlie level of dumb.
he's just the Kevin, you know?
Yeah.
I don't
Like
know.
you have average and then you have just right below average.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I just feel like it totally could be the case that like slightly below like average intelligence is actually more dangerous than way below. You know,
It's like I'm smart enough to
be capable.
Yeah, which is how I was taking it. Because I don't think intellect is a field, right? I don't think it's like average intellect. You can do everything without messing up, but you can't do anything great, right?
Mhm.
And then right below isn't like, I don't think it's a gradient system, right? It's you're smart, so you might be smart at some things, but you're not smart at everything,
I am.
you know. So I have some ideas. I just don't know how to execute those ideas. And I was like, oh, I need some wood.
Mhm.
It's harder to cut down a tree than it is to take the spokes off of a wheel. I'll just take the spokes off of a wheel.
My other issue is I can't play dumb characters. And
Why?
I forgot about this.
Because yours has like a negative what?
I'm at like 8,
Yeah,
I think, or 7.
6.
5.
Oh yeah, I'm at 6. Yeah, my guy's stupid,
Mm-hmm.
and I just can't roleplay that
Mm.
very well. Because I like to be the guy that figures out the puzzles and things. So, and I did this mistake before where I built a character that was dumb and went through a campaign and I was like, I hate this so much. And I did it to myself again. So,
Yeah, don't.
Do you want me to kill him?
yeah.
You just say the word. Maybe that wheel is gonna collapse in the wagon and you fall out and get run over and
Mhm.
And the scimitar that's now one of the spokes.
No, I need to adapt.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
challenge yourself. Be dumber.
Yeah. Don't
that's
use your
pretty
own-
hard.
Well, just be like real. So speaking of
Whoa.
D&D, I love you, Anthony.
Sometimes actions speak louder than words.
But words speak really fucking loud.
Oh.
I thought he was gonna hug me, and then he like leaned.
I was
in
gonna
for
go
a
for a
kiss.
kiss, yeah. And he ran away from me. It was kind of sad.
I would have taken the hug.
That's not leaning in enough. balls to the walls, full throttle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't say he like kind of likes you. He said he loved you.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's
Wanna-
love without some kisses between the homies?
Yeah. Let me nuzzle your neck. Let me give you some smooches and licks. Can I nibble on your ear?
I'm
Before we
uncomfortable.
forget, so we started out this episode talking about creatine.
Mm-hmm.
How are we gonna end it?
Oh shit! Yeah. How are we gonna end it today? So,
Hurry,
okay. Jack Black.
Jack
Oh,
Black.
okay. All right.
That's too easy.
Is it too easy to get from
Oh.
creatine to Jack Black?
Yeah.
Ooh, have you guys? We've done it before. Have you ever played Wiki Speed Races? It's one of the biggest things that makes me a nerd because I love Wiki Speed Race.
Yeah.
And it's where you choose one topic like creatine, and then you choose another topic like Jack Black, and you can only use the blue links to get to Jack Black. So you have to like figure out how to go from creatine to maybe, exercise to like bodybuilding to America bodybuilding competition to America, entertainment to actors to Jack Black.
Sure.
Super fun. Super nerdy.
And the goal is to get it in as few clicks as possible.
Yeah.
or as fast as possible depending on which way you're playing.
I like the few clicks with a timer on it too, to be like you have 5 minutes to figure out the shortest path or something
Ooh,
like that.
yeah. So if you get there one time, you run back and see if you can do it faster.
Yeah.
I like that. It's super
Mhm.
fun. There was one we were trying
I'm
to go
undefeated.
from. Yeah, we were trying
I've
to go
played
from
once.
what was it?
Ooh,
Local. It
that
was
so
locomotive. Or no,
fun.
it was we were trying to get to locomotives, to the trains.
It was like, something locomotives from like Great Depression or something.
Yeah,
Or
it was
something
like-
like that.
Yeah, and I got there in like 7 moves, and I was proud of it. And then Anthony came in and got there in like 5 moves, and then Buddy comes in and gets in 3. And I was like, shit.
up?
Yeah.
It's stupid, because you like found greenhouse gases, and then you found like locomotive, and I was like,
That was one of
"Whoa."
those things where it's like, because there's a timer, you want to be like, that link looks good.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wait, let's find like the shortest link,
Mm.
Take some time to shorten your path.
Mhm.
Speaking of finding links and DM meaning something completely different and fumbling with girls, I heard that you started on social apps recently.
Yeah.
On social apps.
Social apps.
Okay.
Braden's weird way of not wanting to admit that he wants to date people.
Date like
Dating apps.
women. Ew, gross, yuck. Like dates.
He literally just tried to.
Yeah,
kiss
I
me.
know. I was just gonna say, kissing the homies. Yeah. Dating girls. Ugh.
Gross.
Cringe.
Yuck. There's nothing wrong with kissing the homies.
The only DMing with girls I want to do is in Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
I rolled a seduce. Does a 3 work?
Define work.
No.
Roll for damage.
The meta joke is that it's out of 20 usually. But
Is everything that's a joke a meta joke?
I think
To you?
probably.
the context of D&D, not everyone gets.
Yeah.
Social apps.
What about it?
So, yes, there are a lot of things that are changing on them. And it's just really a segue to get to this. Have you guys heard about what Tinder's doing with their newest plans?
No.
No.
No, it's like $400 a month, and you can now message people without liking them first. You have like unlimited everything, but like, it gets rid of the whole point, right?
Bro.
Yeah, it's like one of you guys should look up the things I can't. My phone's being used
I'm
to look at you,
so
beautiful people.
Glad I'm not a woman.
Right? It's insane. It's like the whole point.
It's just
is,
like, hey, if you sign up for this app, that's cool. But if someone else pays enough money, they have access to all of your information.
yeah, they can just get a hold of you.
It's like tier 5 is like you just message them without liking them or matching them.
Yeah.
Tier 6 is like email address or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
A phone number.
Right. Yeah. So
for our tier 9 subscribers, home address,
so
I
personal cell
wonder
phone
if they
number.
can sign up to be messaged without the.
Like for the women's side,
Yeah.
tier 5 is like they can't do this unless they get tier 6. But then if you
Ooh.
get tier 6, it cancels out.
that's the meta move. Like it's a higher tier.
What am I looking up? Sorry.
Tinder's new
Tinder new
Policy.
subscription.
Plan, yeah.
subs, whatever.
But like it's crazy. And then there's also like there's Bumble, which is I think a good one because when you do Bumble, you like somebody and then the woman needs to respond first before you can actually enter into conversation. It's to help protect people from getting unsolicited dick pics a whole lot or just being really weird. What's funny?
Sorry. I was typing Tinder on my phone, but I did R instead of T, and it thought
Grinder.
I was typing Tinder.
no.
I was like, why are all the links Grinder?
Like,
What does
doesn't
this say
make
about my
sense.
search history?
Why are there so many dicks
No,
on my
I'm just
screen?
bad at typing. We're good.
But even on Bumble, one thing that makes me laugh is a lot of times when you're going on there, in the bio, it'll be like, I don't message first.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like,
Then how do you match?
we can match, but then I can't message you.
yeah.
Do you have it here?
I don't know. Is it this one? New $500 a month plan?
Yeah, that's the one.
Jesus. Like, if you have $500 a month, like, there's got to be
You gotta
better
have,
ways to use that money to meet
Yeah.
people.
What do you mean? There's no better way than to flaunt that you have money than to buy the $500 subscription and then message people that don't want to be messaged by you. Because then they
the
know.
$500 a month, all it does is put a little badge on your profile that says you pay $500 a month.
You get no benefits.
That's how you get the
That's
gold.
it,
That's
yeah.
how you get gold diggers.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you're spending $500 a month on Tinder, that's probably who you're going to attract.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Like, if you can afford to spend $500
$6,000 a year.
Yeah.
Announced a new subscription plan called Tinder Select, an invite-only membership. Invite-only.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So Tinder finds the creeps and then gives them the option to do it.
You have the most messages sent to responses ratio on the platform. Would you like to spend a little more money? And we'll force them to respond.
A little more.
A little more money.
If they don't respond, we'll give them a bot.
They can unlock exclusive perks like early access to a new feature called Virtual Badge. A virtual badge. I called it. I don't see anything about messages.
Maybe there's a different one. Oh, I'm getting a phone call, boys.
Doodle-doodle-doodle.
Getting a phone call. 1 second. We'll interrupt for a second. Hello.
So yeah, like it's never stretched that wide before, so I'm pretty sure I was abducted.
I hit the record button. I don't.
We can cut it.
Well, I guess we'll get back into it. Hey guys.
Braden's fault. Oh, sorry. We weren't gonna blame anyone.
That's okay. I'll do what YouTube should have done and actually apologize. During the phone call, I doxed where these two live, and for that one, we deleted the segment that we had before. It's on Patreon, and I just wanted to apologize deeply and say that I learned my lesson. It's on Patreon, and we're better than YouTube.
What was he saying?
It's on Patreon.
I didn't hear it.
Oh,
He's just saying if you want to figure out what the docs was, it's on Patreon. Just kidding.
Okay.
That is we need to get a higher tier. Like the Tinder
Where
thing.
we give out all of our
where
information.
you get slightly more personal information
with
as you
each
pay
tier.
more.
You're
Yeah.
gonna learn our last names. Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, we cut off right before that Tinder thing. So what actually happened is we went through a whole episode, and somebody broke it, and we're doing this now. But we went over the actual Tinder thing. We found it. We went through the whole process. We had some funny jokes on there. We got into a big old intense fight.
Fist fight with words.
Yeah, and grappling with tongues, and
This is my favorite part.
but I want to come back and go to the apology thing because one thing I want to talk about is Sniperwolf. We talked a little bit about it earlier, but for the neighbors who might not know, Sniperwolf is Sniperwolf. It's 3 S's, and she is a YouTuber who just does really, really bad reactions to YouTube, like really bad. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are just she sat in front of a screen for 10 minutes and recorded, wow,
Wow.
oh, and then just uploads that to random videos and isn't actually watching them. She's just letting them completely play, and then her in the background kind of talking.
But isn't that like art in and of itself, you know?
Yeah.
Like maybe she's critiquing the meta of bad reactions by doing
Ooh.
her version of that.
Uh-huh.
Probably not though.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like at one point you have to
Probably
make that
just-
known, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the episode, you'd have to like mention something about it.
Ooh, yeah.
Have you ever watched her stream all the way?
True.
So how do you know?
Well, all right, yeah, fair. So with Sniper
So that's
Wolf,
2 arguments I've won today.
Jack's
Oh.
failing. No, only one because you guys haven't seen the other one. They don't know. Jack's Films is a YouTuber as well. Been around since like the very beginning of it, and he hates reaction content creators whatsoever because he's like, make your own content.
Mhm.
Give
Fair.
credit where credit's due. Stop
That's-
being a lazy piece of shit, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he saw Sniper Wolf doing this, so that he made another YouTube channel where he just reacts to videos of Sniper Wolf reacting.
Wow.
So he is doing the meta thing that I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's been doing that, and it's been going on for a minute. He's been in like, because it has like an unhealthy obsession with the hate against her, which is, it's a good thing to have because what she's doing is just like stupid. I don't know why she has so many subscribers, why she's so popular.
Yeah.
It's probably because she's an attractive girl who is on the internet. There's a lot of horny, hopeless men. Horny. Well, she recently found out about Jack's films.
Okay.
Found out
she
where
was
he
ecstatic.
lives.
Oh,
No, she was
I
very
see how
mad.
this is connecting now.
And then on Instagram, where she has hundreds of thousands of followers.
All yours.
I hate you.
Okay. No more roasting Braden on his
Yeah.
words.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a hard time
He's a
talking.
professional podcaster, okay?
Yeah, you guys are mean to
Anyway,
me.
thousands of followers.
She posts a photo of Jack's house while Jack and his wife are in there and says, hey, how about we do this like adults and talk in person? And then she like leaves, you know?
Yeah, why don't we talk this out like adults? She said to the internet before walking away, before he had a chance to talk like adults.
Yeah.
Right? Essentially doxing where he lives. And this caused a huge commotion because doxing is against YouTube's policies.
We explain what doxing is?
Yeah, go for it.
So doxing is giving out information about somebody to help you find them, essentially.
So it's like what those guys accidentally did in Taken. They accidentally doxed themselves.
I've never seen Taken,
Oh.
but yes, probably. So, so, if you give out information on somebody, obviously on the internet, that can be a bad thing because then you have things like swatting, which is where someone calls a SWAT team on you and things like that. So that's why
just
doxing is bad, and that's what
stalking,
doxing is. Or stalking,
or
harassing,
murder.
or jumping outside of their house, anything, literally anything bad that you can think of.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. And what she did is just objectively bad. Now, she defends this saying, well, I was able to find the information. So if he didn't want it to be, no, he shouldn't have it on the internet, which is like, if I look up my full name, it has like my name, my old address, because I haven't updated my address yet. I never put that on there. That's just public information. Right? You can find me through different pages and like, oh, this is it. And it also has connections to me too. So like if I have a relative who puts information and then decides that they want to like update their family tree, now I didn't do anything, but my information's on the internet because a relative was trying to do their thing.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's not an excuse because it could just end up on there and it could have been something that he never intended to have happen.
Yeah. He didn't intend for that information to be out there probably. Just because she used the information that was out there to find where he lives or whatever.
Also doesn't make it okay.
Doesn't mean you gotta grab, like, because she didn't say how much work she did to uncover that information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or who was helping her. But then she took all of that and gave it to hundreds of thousands?
It's like 550,000 followers.
500,000 peoples?
Yep.
No
Said,
big.
hey, here's his house
biggie.
and his,
Without her doing that,
wouldn't have known.
they wouldn't have gone to find it, even if
And
it is out
yeah.
there.
It's not just that. It's 550,000 angry followers at Jack.
Yeah.
Like people who are specifically like, we like her content. How dare you be some harassing person and say that she can't make a living and all that.
Yeah.
So Jack's wife tweets out to YouTube saying, hey, I'm just a normal 9-to-5 person. I'm not a personality on the internet. And my information, my life was just given to 500,000 people, which then got spread to even more than 500,000 people. Because that was to her followers, but then people find it, they like it, and it grows. And all of a sudden, several million people have seen where I live. Right? That doesn't make me feel very safe. I feel like I need to move now because of this.
Sure.
What are you going to do about it? Right? Because once again, it's against your terms of service. And YouTube did nothing. They actually did a very tone-deaf thing where they tweeted
No.
something. Yeah.
Not the big company.
Yeah, they tweeted something saying, is it too meta to react to a React streamer?
Wow.
Which is pointing fun at Jack reacting to SSSniperwolf.
Yeah.
During it was just crazy, right? And there's a lot of things going through and being like, hello? What are you guys going to do? Now, just yesterday, I think, YouTube did do something. They did a temporary suspension on Sniper Wolf's income. She can no longer make money off of her videos for a temporary amount. We don't know how long it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It is likely just to last until the heat about it dies down, and then she gets her money back. Unless it was like, we temporarily paused her monetization for an hour today, and now it's back. Like we don't know how long it was, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very vague.
That would be wild
Mhm.
if they did it for an hour.
Right?
They're
No.
like, they're just doubling down on their first tweet.
Right? And a lot of people are saying, hey, you're proving to us right now, to everybody on YouTube, that you play favorites because she's one of your biggest content creators and brings in the most views and watch hours. And you're not willing to do something like completely delete her account off of YouTube for doxing somebody.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When you've done that to smaller content creators, and you're clearly choosing favorites. Now, I am a little controversial on here, and I think it's a little bit more gray than that. I don't think it's quite black and white. She didn't dox him on her YouTube. She did it on a different platform,
Fair.
which doesn't make it okay. But does that give YouTube the right to police her in the way of, hey, you did this on a different platform, so we're going to remove your thing? Or is it now on Instagram to remove the post and then maybe delete her account? I think it's on both.
Yeah.
I think it's still a very like gray situation. I think it should be Instagram should remove it. I don't know why Instagram, unless it was on Twitter. Whatever she posted on, they should be like, that should be there.
That's
right? That should be
doxing on
done.
their platform.
Yeah.
Should be
That
banned.
should be removed. And then YouTube, I think on a first infraction, doesn't really have any skin in the game to say, hey, don't do this. Right? If it happens again, maybe it's like, hey, you're making a bad image on us because you post your videos on here and it's causing a lot of commotion. Then they should
Right.
go in on there. It's kind of weird. I don't 100% know, but I think it's weird that people are 100% just going after YouTube for it. Unless actually I'm completely wrong and she posted it on an Instagram or on a YouTube community page, which I don't know. Do any of you guys want to look up on YouTube and see if she did it on her community page?
She did it on YouTube. That should just be straight up like.
Yeah, if she did it on YouTube, that makes us all null and void, and then it should just be like, hey, you messed up. Restart your channel.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I don't even, would it be fair to let them restart their channel? Because then they could just get all their followers back, or a good
No.
portion of them back right away.
I kind of feel like what Twitter and Twitch kind of do, where it's like they ban the person.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just like make another account.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just become a content creator with a different name.
Does it
I don't
change
think
it
that
if she
makes
like
sense.
if she buys them a new house? Does that make up for it?
If she could get them to maybe like write in like a letter of forgiveness or something, maybe I could see that.
Like, yeah, if Jack and Sniperwolf come to an agreement and they get a new house in a good location paid for by Sniperwolf, can she keep her YouTube channel?
Instagram video out of his house.
Is Instagram video, right? So they
It
should be on
was Instagram,
Instagram.
yeah.
And then it's just weird to me that YouTube would be the one to police that on this first infraction, because it is against their terms of service, but it didn't happen on their website, so there's no legal right for them to do that. Like, could they legally remove her videos?
I actually think, well, legally, I'm pretty sure YouTube could just do whatever they want.
Probably,
right?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
But I think like how they should act, I can see, because I didn't really think about this when you briefly brought this up earlier. I could see YouTube wanting to almost make sure their bigger creators kind of represent what YouTube wants to be,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it's like, hey, we don't want to be known as like the doxing creators, even if you're not doing it on our platform. If that's your thing, you got to go.
Right.
Not that it's her thing, but
yeah, which I agree with. And I think what should have happened is, instead of them ignoring it like they did, I think that was wrong. I think they should have reached out to Sniperwolf directly and said exactly that. Hey, you're one of our largest creators. You're a public image. You are like YouTube right now. And when you do this, you hurt YouTube. So we're going to drop you if you don't remove this. Like, we're going to end our contract with you, because it's possible that they have a contract with Sniperwolf.
true. I guess they, yeah.
right? A lot of like Ludwig has a contract with YouTube and stuff like
Mhm.
that. But he also does streaming, so I think she does streaming as well. I'm not sure where she does it, but anyways, they should tell her, hey, that's not allowed on our system. You didn't do it on our system, but it does reflect on us, so you need to remove that. And then they could have probably said, hey, we're talking to SSniperwolf. We're going to get this handled in a good way. But instead, they just ignored it completely. And then when they finally did do something, they played both sides. They did a classic buddy and are trying to stay on top, where they wrote like a paragraph long thing saying that they went through and they had removed a temporary suspension on her monetization. And they kind of said both parties suck.
Wait, what's the other party?
It's Jax Wolf, who has made a reaction video of reaction videos, and who
How does
just by simply living and existing had his house doxxed. Now he didn't do that at all. He didn't dox where she lives.
yeah?
Yeah.
Are they trying to say he's bad because he was like kind of calling her out or something?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of like they're both fighting in the situation. So like all parties involved need to do better. It's like, well,
That's
hold
insane.
on. Yeah, that's like you did so bad, and yeah, that's just crazy. People are giving them a lot of hate for that, which I agree with. I think they should get hate for the way they're handling it. I just think it's crazy that Instagram's not getting any like, hey, remove this post, delete it,
Yeah. Because Instagram needs to do something about that too.
right?
Unless they did already.
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm sure I could go on the internet right now and find that video. You know,
It's probably been shared around already. It's probably a little too late.
Yeah,
maybe.
definitely Instagram's responsibility to have stopped the docs or punished the docs.
Mm-hmm. And then when this happened, SSniperwolf doesn't have a large presence on Twitter. It's their smallest community by far. Right after YouTube put out their statement on it, SSniperwolf put an apology video on, or a message, not even a video, just like a little paragraph on Twitter, which a lot of people are putting a lot of hate on as well because she put on her smallest platform. Happened right after YouTube released theirs, so it seemed like they were in cahoots,
Yeah.
right? About whatever happened and the punishment that they gave, which is like, is it really a punishment then if you said, hey, we want to do this, is that okay? And then she's like, yeah, I guess you can do that for a little while.
I was gonna take
get
a
it.
vacation anyway.
Yeah, you know, like that's weird. So it's not being dropped yet, and I don't think people should drop it. I think they should keep going after YouTube for it because the way they're handling it is
Sorry.
not very good. But yeah, that's a crazy situation of getting doxxed, and then your company's just like,
Yeah.
YouTube's like,
Yeah. How much
He kind
smaller
of
is
deserved
Jack?
it though.
Jack?
how much smaller?
Yeah.
He's been around for like 14 years.
Yeah, but what's his size?
I don't know. Pull him up. Pull up Jack's Films versus SSniperwolf.
Jack's Films versus.
I'm sure he's blown up because of this though.
Yeah, I mean, he's been around for, he's been pretty good for a long time. Do like if you do
Jack's
socialblade.com.
Films. I just want to know. He's huge.
Yeah.
4.93 million subscribers.
All right. What about his Jack's Films Reacts one?
Bro,
Look on his profile.
you have to make me click multiple
Go
things.
to community.
There's a community button on YouTube?
Maybe
Jeez,
about
community.
About actually.
Dude, how do you have this memorized?
Do you see other channels? Or do you see a channel page up top?
Twitch. Yeah, I don't know.
There might be a channels.
Channels.
Yeah.
How do you know all these buttons? There's Jack's Film, Jack's Films.
That's the one. That's the one because he makes fun of SSniperwolf's name.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's got 476,000.
So okay, so in total about 5 million, right?
No, 500,000. Oh. No,
More-
because they
more
could
than-
be overlaid, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then what does SSniperwolf have? SSniperwolf.
Sniperwolf.
Sniper Wolf.
Welcome to the Kickback.
Holy shit.
Wait, no.
What do you think? What's your guess?
5 million.
I'm gonna go like 25.
25 million.
Those are rookie numbers.
Oh, shit. How much does
100
she have?
million?
34.1 million subscribers.
Damn, that's insane. Now,
Are there even that many people on Earth?
I don't think so.
What if they all got together in
They're all
Texas?
bots.
Yeah.
Now here's another
That's
very
just-
so many people.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Fun fact about SSniperwolf, she's not a good person. if it wasn't evident by the doxing, she has multiple videos out, including one that's on her channel right now.
There's
YouTube.
more.
YouTube. It's on her channel right now. Like, what are you doing? Of her getting a 16-year-old girl to flash her stream. And it's blurred on the YouTube video. But in my opinion, that doesn't matter. Right? Like, you still have a video of this girl with her face, who's 16, flashing the camera. And her, as an adult, not as a little kid, as an adult, is the one that was asking for this. And there's other videos of her asking teenage boys to do explicit things in exchange for SSSniperwolf to show her boobs. And there's a video you can find of the kid doing that and his mom walking in. Like, she's just a pedophile. She's just a pedophile. What a turn of events this, like... Yeah, this all came up because people are looking into her more.
How?
It's insane. Like,
how is that real?
Just get her get her off the internet, man.
Are you pulling my leg?
no. Like, what a crazy, like, look it up. Maybe don't look it. I don't know how you can look it up. SSSniperwolf pedophile, I guess. And go from that. But, like,
I'm gonna try and
why?
look up an article or something, maybe.
Okay. Look at, yeah. But it's insane. Like, these things are just coming out, and it's like, why is it when people get to be huge YouTubers, they end up being pedophiles?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Stupid.
SSSniperwolf.
I think
by ex-husband.
I don't know this one yet.
Ooh.
Complaint
Drama.
confirms all suspicions of her content has been fake and scripted. Oh, so the drama of her ex-husband, all their drama was just scripted.
Oh, so she just faked stuff for content?
Yep.
Ooh.
According to this headline. I'm not going to read the rest of the article.
Yeah, I don't know what
because
the
that's boring.
drama is between the husband and her.
I don't see anything really about the pedophile allegations.
No? I can't look on my phone. I say you guys should look it up and
Transphobic
check.
comments, which
Probably
is
for sure.
basically pedophilia.
It's hard to Google, right? Like, how do you...
Yeah. I've already been put on a few lists today because of my Google searches. So
Did you guys... So, Wreck-It Ralph 2, I think it is, he knocks over a panel for internet, and it cuts out somebody's internet completely. Do you know the scene I'm talking about, Anthony? Because you've seen, right?
I haven't, but I know you're talking about.
Okay. So he knocks out one of these panels, and it gets rid of the internet completely for one individual. And certainly, recently memes have been popping up saying Wreck-It Ralph really saving a whole generation of teens. And it has that clip, and like, what are you talking about? And when you look at it, the animated person that has their internet cut out looks a lot like Miranda Sings.
okay.
Who Miranda Sings is somebody who recently got into a lot of trouble and made a ukulele song for her apology because she's a pedophile.
My God, what?
This is like that Scooby-Doo meme where every time they pull off the mask, it's just a pedophile. That's just like entertainment at large.
Right? It's like, I'm even more afraid of Mr. Breast than I was before. He has 200 million subscribers. Yeah. I mean,
nah.
Yeah, probably not Jimmy. Jimmy seems like too good of a guy.
Yeah.
He seems too busy.
He seems too obsessed with YouTube and work to actually have time to go do anything else. He has too much fun blowing up buses and buying $100 million mansions.
Been there
for a night. Did you guys? We might have talked about it before. Did you guys see his? He had a video about traps. He got somebody, and he said, "I have this trap for you. If you can get through the trap, $100,000
through the trap,
like Indiana Jones style."
That's like a remix with the sentence.
Yeah.
Rika.
I have dyslexia apparently. All right.
So do I.
So you understood what I was saying.
So you heard him correctly.
Yeah, I did.
Leave me alone.
So he built an Indiana. Now I'm Indiana Jones style.
Yeah,
trap.
Like traps, like Mission Impossible, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And the person had to, right? Yeah, he had to get through it all.
You don't even have to pay me. I'll try it.
You'll just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got through the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Perfect. Do you want to take the $100,000 right now, or do you want to do another one for another $100,000?"
Double it and give it to the
Like
same
double or
person.
nothing.
Yeah, double or nothing for him.
Is that a thing? I just thought it would be like double it and give it to the same person.
No,
That's what it's called.
you're,
right?
you're too internet tamed or too internet brained.
Brained.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he does it right because I mean, like he got through the first one, might as well do the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I don't remember what the first one is, unfortunately, but the second one is lasers, and he has to get from one area to the next through this field of lasers. And if he touches the laser, a door drops. The twist is that door is dropping the entire time, no matter what.
Okay.
It's gonna say, "Hey, you have 5 minutes to get through." At that 5th minute, if you're not through yet, it closes and you lose.
Mm-hmm.
So he has to go through all this and try to not touch all the lasers. Doing great. He ends up passing that one. But he goes through several of these ones, and each one of them gets even more and more scared. Like one of them is he's given a metal clothes hanger, right? An old-fashioned baby eliminator. And he has to get into the water.
I was going to say, for this challenge, you've got to perform a back alley abortion.
Oh my god.
If your patient bleeds out, you lose $300,000.
And you guys say I say fucked up shit.
Yeah.
We do.
That was pretty fucked up.
Why?
They call it red hanger for a reason.
You guys are
It's just-
gross.
It's just a Mr. Beast video, dude.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fine because it's Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
So-
metal hanger.
He has to use that, and he has to dive down, go to a door, use that hanger to
Like in water.
in water
Okay.
to pick the lock, and he has to do that 4 times, I think, to get to the money.
What?
Yeah. So he has to like go down, and there's 4 different doors, and he needs to use this to pick the lock. And if he doesn't do it in time, his money is on a crane that's being brought towards a fire. So he needs to open each door, and then he needs to go up and hit the button to stop it so it doesn't burn all of his money right in front of him. Right? Which is just like playing with your food type of stuff. Like Jimmy's just playing with this
Mr.
guy.
Beast is like a James Bond villain,
Yeah.
but
That
like
was his
chaotic
dream?
good.
Yeah, that was
Or-
his
Yeah.
dream.
Maybe
Yeah.
chaotic neutral. I don't know.
Can you even burn money? Isn't that like super illegal?
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably metaphorical money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
It was like Beast Bucks or something.
yeah.
These actually have my face on it.
He did have one super easy trap, and it was he took him into a room, and there was a Mr. Beast bar and a Hershey's bar, and he had to choose the right one.
Hershey's.
No. Yeah. you
Drops.
you lose all your money. So it's that one where he has to like go down, do this, and if you're so determined to do it that you might like go a little bit further than your limits to try to make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that one's stressful just because of breath. He found out earlier that the dude's afraid of heights. So one of them is for them to go up like 100 feet in the air, and he has to tightrope walk from one end to the other to get to his money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
No
just like-
net.
There's a net. No, there was a spike field.
Oh,
there's a
tightrope over spikes.
No,
Mr. Beast
no.
just slowly gets like actually evil.
Right?
Yeah.
And I guess the last one that the guy does, and he says this, right? He says, "All right, I'm gonna do this one, and I'm gonna tell you I want to do the next one. I need you to tell me no. I need you to tell me no. I cannot do this."
Mhm.
How much money is he up at this point?
So this is his 7th one, and he's going for his 8th one, I believe,
Okay.
or it's his 6th one. He's going for his 7th. One of the two.
600 to 700K in the bag,
Yeah,
and you could just walk away.
and you can just walk away. But you've been doing all of them so well. He had an actual Indiana Jones one where like the boulder was coming down.
Yeah.
Right, and he had to get out of the way from that one, which he almost got by the boulder. And it seems real. He's like, "What happens if I get hit by the boulder?" And Mr. Beast's like, "You just don't want to get hit by it."
Don't do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't do that one.
You signed the form, right?
Yeah. And the last one is
I'm just trying to think of what challenge would I be so confident in that I could beat for $100,000 that I would risk $600,000 or $700,000 that I already have.
you don't know what they are until you say yes.
But like even if I know what it is, like can you run a mile in 9 minutes? I'm pretty sure I could.
Yeah,
Am I betting $600,000 that I could? Probably not.
right. That's so much money. That's a life-changing amount of money.
Like I'm probably just
Like get it all put into Dogecoin instant profit.
Yeah, you walk away with a clear $200,000 right there. But yeah, and then you add in you don't know what the challenges are, and the challenges you have done have been challenging.
Yeah.
You know what I learned on that? I think it's more based to actually invest in real money.
From what?
I learned that recently. Sorry. But it's more based instead of cryptocurrency. You just do normal currency.
Yeah.
Yeah, or go into gold or silver or
Stonks.
Commodities.
Mm.
I had an uncle one time.
Only once?
He's like the class. Yeah, just the one time I had an uncle. Brief period.
Not long? Yeah.
January.
Oh, in your dream last week.
He's like classic hippie guy, and he changes tenses. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we're sitting there. I'm visiting my family. Everyone's like drinking and stuff, and he's like, "You're pretty good with money, right?" And I'm like, "I'm okay," or whatever. And he's like, "Here." He hands me $50. He's like, "Will you buy some stocks with this?" I was like, "What?"
How do you want me to do that?
He's like, "Just buy some stocks with this, and it's like in a couple years, pay me back or whatever." I was like,
Did you?
No, I'm not gonna take $50 and go buy some stocks for him, and then I don't know how to contact him. He kind of comes and goes.
Well, you should have done it and then been like, yeah, I don't know what happened. I went negative 2,000. You owe me money.
He would never be able to pay me.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're telling me the guy that makes
That's his financial
advice
decision.
like that?
Is here's $50, nephew, that I've talked to like twice in the last 10 years.
Weird.
Could you invest in a stock?
Yeah.
And then have it go negative and just report that on your taxes and get tax breaks?
Well, it's a tax break from your capital gains later. Yes.
It's not worth it. That's what you're wondering.
That's why that's a big reason why Trump had that when his like tax forms came out from whatever journal, and they're like, he didn't pay taxes for 10 years. It's because in like the previous years he had lost so much money that he like carried those losses forward.
Yeah.
One of the reasons.
One of.
Allegedly.
Supposedly. The next challenge, because after he gets done with that, the one where he goes across the tightrope, he's feeling elated, right? Like he just did this crazy thing for him. It's his fear. He went all the way through it. He's like, hell yeah. He says, you know what? One more. I'll do one more. And he's like, oh, my mom's going to kill me, blah, blah, blah.
I'd kill my kid if they didn't just pocket the $600K and cut me like a fifth of it,
And he...
Sixth. Keep it easy.
Whatever. Fifth is more, though.
Yeah. And he goes to it. It's Squid Games. And he needs to...
Never saw it.
Never seen it? Have you seen it?
No.
In Squid Games, they have a cookie. The cookie has a design on it, like a circle, a square, a triangle, an umbrella. You need to use a needle to carve at it. And you need to cut out the shape perfectly. If it breaks and it isn't cut out perfectly, you lose.
Okay.
So it's like brittle. Like the food brittle, not just brittle. It is also anyways. It's like, fragile. It's very easy to break and have it be broken wrong.
Yeah.
And what he needs to do is he has 4 of these he needs to do. He needs to get it perfectly, put it on a sensor. The sensor will scan it, and if it's a match, the door opens. He goes to the next one.
Okay.
So he does the first one very easy. It's just a circle. He just he licks the needle, goes at it, and he just uses that to get the sugar all soft, and then takes it out. He gets to like the star one. Which is it's like circle, triangle, star. He's fine. Next one is the umbrella, which is really hard because umbrella handles are very thin. So it's the most likely to have any of them go through. Now, it's like $700,000 on the line.
Yeah.
Right? He's taking his sweet ass time. And Mr. Beast is like, this is taking too long. I'm giving you a time limit of 10 minutes on this one. Because so far he's taken a couple hours to do the ones he's already done. Right? Or like an hour or something.
He is a super villain.
And it's the hardest one to do is the umbrella.
Getting sweaty.
So he starts doing the 10-minute one. He's going.
Nervous.
He's going. And it gets to the point where they have like 40 seconds left. So Mr. B starts, hey, you got 40 seconds. You got 20, 19.
Dude, you're fucking rich.
18,
leave me alone.
Right? It gets to that point. Like it gets to the point where they're on the last one. He goes, Jimmy, love you. You're great. I need you to shut up. Right?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm doing this. You cannot talk to me. And he's going. And he's trying to hurry. He breaks it. Spoilers. Fuck. And he loses all the money. Then they open the floor underneath him and they drop into a foam pit. And he even more insult to injury. And then Mr. Beast is like, this is heartbreaking, actually.
That's what you did.
So he's like, I don't.
This dude's probably a gambling addict. That's the only reason he would take that last challenge.
Yeah, and he's like, I just feel bad. I don't know. And he looks back. He's like, well, there's okay. And he just grabs one of the bags of $100,000 and just throws it in after him.
Makes him pick up. Oh my god.
The video ends. And I watched that and I was like, Mr. Beast is like actually becoming a supervillain.
Yeah.
With this.
Yeah.
Like, it's
the worst
so
part
close.
is that bag was just Beast Bucks too. It wasn't even.
It wasn't even a real bag.
I thought the worst part was he dropped it on him and it hit him in the head and just like then opened and went everywhere inside this
It was
foam
a bag
pit.
full of gold and he just
Kills him.
Oh man. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Oh my god.
Like, I don't know.
But
Right, like the guy did it, but the part that makes it worse for me is the guy did it and he probably would have been fine with that one if Mr. Beast was like, this is taking too long. I'm getting bored. You have 10 minutes.
yeah, you can't change the rules mid-challenge.
Right? And he starts the timer before he starts. He goes, for this next challenge, you're going to have 10 minutes starting now. And it starts going. He hasn't even grabbed the thing yet to start.
Oh,
That was,
God.
yeah. Like,
That is slightly better than the Sniperwolf stuff.
at least the guy got money from it. You know? Jack's film is just going to end up, like, hopefully okay. And,
I can't process this. I can't.
Oh, Mr. Beast.
having so much money, you can just play with people's lives like that. The dude had, like, he was thinking to himself, man, I have $500,000 right now. Life is going to be so much better. I'm going to go home and I'm going to be able to pay off my house, or I'm going to pay off all of my debt with this. And I'm going to be living debt free. I'll invest whatever's left into whatever to walk away with $100,000, which is still great, mind you. But like that filling, you know, like the dude was.
That's what I'm saying. This dude must be like a gambling addict, or so.
He was,
Maybe he's not practicing, but in that moment, that's the gamble brain.
That triggered, and he was like, I got to do more.
Yes.
Dude, I
600.
firmly believe he would have made it if he didn't have a 10-minute time limit.
He had a good strat. Yeah. He was like licking the cookie and everything, getting it all nice and ready to go, getting it soft. He just didn't have enough time. It just wasn't there.
Well, at least he got 100,000, I guess. But
It's true. That's why.
better than real life gambling addicts. They just walk away with broken legs. I'm still sorry about that, Fred.
Ooh. Yikes.
I think the moral of that story, though, is just don't follow internet celebrities like that, because they're either super villains to become, or they're gonna be pedophiles, and that's why.
So supervillains.
Yeah, it's super villains.
There's nothing super about pedophilia.
No.
Sorry, normal villains.
Yeah.
That's why I just follow people like Jack Black, because he's just a good, honest, man who makes little funny things here and there. He does have a YouTube channel, but he's not like an internet celebrity. He just does goofy things on it.
He just seems like a dad that likes making silly content.
I'm pretty sure that's what the D stands for in Tenacious D. He's just a tenacious dad. He's a daddy.
I feel like the worst thing that I could ever see coming out about Jack Black is like he did a bunch of cocaine at a party once or something.
Yeah.
Right, I can see like the worst thing about Jack Black is probably like he just did a whole bunch of drugs and was like, how good is my Obama impersonation? And then how good is my Will Smith impersonation? How good is my Chris Rock impersonation? And all he does is just do impersonations of black people.
Oh.
And that's,
He was just naming people for me too.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad.
It was like, cool.
I'm surprised on that one for you.
And yeah.
I did say the kickback.
Oh, you true. Yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. I like hats, but not like that.
I didn't think about it that way. I'm sorry.
I think that's a good time. You need to go sit in the corner. Go over here.
like
Get up and
that.
leave.
Let's be better than Mr. Beast's latest victim and know when to walk away,
Yeah.
right now.
Knowing when to walk away is true wisdom. Get up
Okay.
and walk away.
All right. I love you. I
It
love
was
you all.
great.
I love you all. Bye.
I know he's gone now, but if you want to see what he was up to before he made those jokes, he did make some other weird ones about HH, Mr. 88. Go to our Patreon. You'll see the link right after this here in just a moment. You'll also see it down below. And I hope to see you guys there. You can also then come to Discord and let us know what you think about his comments.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Well, we'll see you guys in Discord. Make sure you flame him. That's the only way he'll learn.
You
Great.
guys
I
are mimicking the
recommend-
dude that fucks the pale pumpkin. Oh, ghost.
No.
We
No.
Kickback boys.
We're
Wheels up. Ski. Skirt.
I don't know what he was doing.
quit.
I went to whip.
I humped the pail.
Yeah.
Hands go here.